All right, so as we begin, I need to look at all the students and figure out like a top 3 for who I think the murderer is before I do any investigating. So let's see. It's not Makoto. I don't think it's him. Let me just look through and make sure, everybody. He's gonna be one of my guesses. He seems like one of those characters that like might just be out of the way. Like, he hasn't really done anything, and he has no real like... He hasn't done anything in the story, so to speak. So I have a feeling all the other characters they've kind of established a little more. He's on my short list. I'm not saying for sure that he did it, but... I would be crushed if Hina did it, to be honest. But I think there might be a chance. Toko, I don't think she did it, because the kind of story thing, I think she was being built up as to be more of a presence in the actual story. And she's dead. They haven't updated her yet, but so she's the victim. So I guess my top choices are Hina, just because Chihiro was saying that she wanted to like become stronger. And Hina spends a lot of time working out here and stuff and swimming and all that. Yeah, Hiro as well. That's my 2. And then for a third, let's just say Hifumi as a third. I don't think it would be Mondo. I don't think it would be Byakuya. Maybe Taka, but I don't think he has it in him to be murdered. I think he's more likely to get murdered than be a murderer. Also, he crying right here. Which means we're now in the same position once again. It's a dream. This is a dream. Why? Did you dream that you killed her, Hifumi? I haven't even been born yet. I don't have any memory of ever being alive. What? Ugya. Yeah. My thoughts exactly. Shut up. All right, let's see. The word bloodlust is written on the wall in blood. A murderous fiend who kills again and again using a bizarre and brutal method. At the scene of each crime, the word bloodlust is written in the victim's own blood. Is it weird that I don't remember this? Attacking suddenly and then slipping away. Oh, is this the... Yeah, alright. What nickname? I remember this now. What was the nickname? Genocide Jack. Okay. The murderous fiend whose grisly attacks were famous all across the country. The ultimate murderous fiend, creating a reputation of abnormal, downright cruel killings.
What is this?
This is some copycat killer trying to imitate Genocide Jack. I need to not say that word out loud. Isn't that one of the words that gets you demonetized? Why would anyone do that? Perhaps it's the work of the real Jack the Ripper. What? How's the mix, by the way? Does everything sound okay?
No way!
Going so far as to write bloodlust at the scene, I'm surprised at their stupidity. Yeah, can we do some handwriting analysis here? Mix is good, thanks. Toko. Hino is pointing towards the entrance to the girls' locker room. Toko was the last to arrive, and now she was just standing there with her small hands. No, 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 no. Why? What? Good dunk. Hina rushed over to the collapsed Toko and started trying to shake her awake, throwing a couple slaps to the face. Psh, psh, wake up! That's what my kid does to me. Every time I pretend to be asleep, he comes up and he like hits me on the back and goes, "Wake up! Wake up, Daddy!" just remember what she said about how she faints. Oh, that's right.
Oh.
Wow, I misread that word. I thought Celeste was saying so she's homophobic. I mean, she might be. I hope not. Then again, it would just be another reason to dislike her. I imagine she does not watch too many horror films then. Also, that's a reason to dislike her. This isn't a violation of the rules, right? Technically, she passed out somewhere besides her. He's concerned about her sleeping not in her dorm. Since she didn't faint on purpose, it doesn't count.
Just a second.
Toko suddenly shot awake. As in, she literally jumped up from where she was laying. She leapt straight up in the air, changing her stance as she did. Oh my. That's an image. Ignoring the physical contortion she had to go through, her motions were totally haphazard. Huh? I was just so shocked, you know. It happens, right? Was I the only one? She doesn't look okay. Yeah, ha ha ha. Is that a dead body? Hey, are you dead? This is weird.
What the heck?
She must have hit her head real hard. The world has a front and a back, a top inning and a bottom, a sea of truth and a web of lies.
Well.
This is concerning. For once, I agree with Hifumi. At least the stutter's all gone. What?
I see.
Is she like bipolar or like multiple personalities or something? Your eyes seem strangely vacant. Might be best if we take her back to her room for the time being.
So,
I don't mind taking her, but yeah, I'd be asking for help too. You know, you're a real one, Hina, for volunteering with her in this state. I hope this leads to Hifumi's death. Just not you, Taka. Yeah, I would too. You take care of the girl, and the rest of us can begin the investigation. Nobody has a problem with leaving Sakura and Mondo on guard duty again. Yeah, it worked last time. Mastermind isn't behind that. After what happened last time, surely you recognize that.
Don't make me repeat myself.
There is no question that Chihiro is murdered by someone among us. He said the line, "Get him?"
of course.
Right as rain. Don't take it as a bad thing. It's just a fact of life. Well, or a fact of death.
Yoo-hoo!
That's how graduation works. I'm going to just ignore these things Makoto's saying because now that there's an actual time to use your brain, like it's dumb mode Makoto again. Another one of us killed. A fellow class. Yeah, dude, that's the only possible outcome. I don't know if I've ever paid attention to this exact theme before. I'm just used to like the... Yeah, this isn't the usual Monokuma theme that we hear like during the Monokuma theater at night and all that. Does that freak you out? You guys got no balls, you know that? Music in this game is very good. All right, confirmed. Monokuma has 0 balls.
Stop talking.
Stop monologuing and give us what you came here to give us.
It's the Monokuma fight.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
See ya later.
Please do your tippy-top best in this investigation.
No way.
Yeah, dude, we do. Trying to see what it says on that poster up at the top. Something KYON. Having to suspect all of our other friends.
Why?
Oh no!
I've had enough. I'm getting out of here.
Such ignorance.
Blood is just a liquid. A dead body is a simple object. I don't think he did it. Because once again, he was setting up to be too interesting earlier in this chapter. You're very enthusiastic about this, are you not?
Naturally.
Yeah. He like literally says like, this is now what I live for.
What?
Yeah. What other choice do you have other than to jump into it immediately? Wow. Go off and die somewhere right now. Go ahead. You're a waste of space. You know, Makoto really is.
Piece of shit!
Calm down.
I keep forgetting Kyoko exists. She only shows up when somebody needs to act smart.
Because
If we don't solve the mystery and find the killer, our own lives are forfeit.
that's right.
Unless we do something, more victims could start piling up. Forget more victims. If we mess this up, we're all dead meat.
Hey, hey!
If that's your worry, you don't gotta worry any longer. Hwah. In any one killing game, the guilty party may only kill a maximum of 2 people? What?
Huh?
Are we gonna get another body before the investigation is up?
Actually,
I just came up with it. Okay, so that's a reason why I haven't heard that before. If one person went around and killed everyone, your lovely student life would all be over, right? Okay, interesting.
hey,
You know, I actually really agree with Monokuma here. Just one would totally murder that possibility. Yeah, like honestly, it makes it a lot more interesting to know that there's like a chance of there being a second victim while we're all running around investigating.
punishment is waiting for you.
So what happens if, so he said in any one killing game, there's a maximum of 2 victims. So what if, let's say for example, Celeste did this one. Could I then go and kill 2 people, or is this all considered the same game? Could there be 2 murderers amongst everything? I think that might come into play. If a second body turns up, it's probably different killers.
Interesting.
We need to uncover the culprit before something else
You
happens.
son of a bitch!
So,
I'm like excited for this investigation now. Taka and me are gonna drop off Toko.
there is
Good
nothing
riddance.
to be done.
We have no time to stand around here. We must begin our investigation too sweet. If we do not solve the mystery,
Okay?
we will quickly follow her into the afterlife. First of all, better check the Monokuma file. Yep. The victim was Chihiro Fujisaki. The time of death is estimated to be around 2 o'clock a.m. 2 a.m.? That's nighttime. That's when everyone's supposed to be... That's nighttime, right? Everyone's supposed to be in bed? The body was discovered in the girls' locker room on the 2nd floor of the school. Excuse me. I just realized the pool is on the 2nd floor. That's like bizarre, right? Like I never like paid attention to that logistically until right now. The cause of death was a blow to a head with a blunt object. She was killed instantly. Okay. Oh? He wants to talk to me.
Naturally.
What did you need? I'm gonna let you cooperate with me during my investigation. Okay?
What?
I'm purchasing your talent. The same talent which allowed you to solve Sayaka's case.
Stop talking.
You seem to have some limited use, which is why I've chosen you. You have the honor of contributing to my investigation. What if he did it and he's gonna give me false evidence that incriminates somebody else so that he has like a second...
Let's go.
God, I don't trust anybody. The writing here is so good to like actually make me like on edge. Like, this already is such a better mystery than the, oh, Leon was written right next to her. I guess I know who did it. All right, let's talk. I'd rather work with Kyoko, but okay. She took her time examining Chihiro's corpse. She poked and prodded, going over every inch of the lifeless body. Okay, was this the murder weapon? There's a dumbbell on the floor.
That's right.
That's a big dumbbell. Like, that's huge. Will they tell us how much it weighs? The word bloodlust is written on the wall in blood. Poster's got some blood on it. Well, what does it say, you dingus? I use this locker room all the time. Now it's become the site of Chihiro's death. If you think about it, she could have been killed somewhere else than carried here. She was very light, that is true. It wouldn't be hard for someone to carry her, but still. I still think she came in here on her own by choice. Yeah. According to the Monokuma file, apparently she was killed around 2 in the morning. I mean, she could have if she was afraid of other people coming in, right?
Perhaps.
Hina and myself are usually in the locker room during the day. Yeah, that's what I said. Hina's usually around swimming, and Sakura, definitely. Although we invited her to join us more than once, she never showed up.
However,
She did want to start exercising, but she specifically mentioned she couldn't do it by herself. Okay. Mondo was also kind of sticking up for her the other day as well. So, curious to hear what he has to say. Dude had a real complex about being weak. I guess explains the trip down here. But did she really need to get stronger that badly? Haven't really thought about that stuff. Dang. Are we going to find Chihiro's DVD as well to find out what her threat was?
What?
New clues won't magically appear by standing around here. Yeah, that's true.
Let's go.
Yeah, I mean, it's literally the room right next door, dude. A bunch of different pool-related items. Nothing for me. Oh, wait, isn't there like a... Yeah, can't we see who signed in and when?
What?
did you call for me?
Wow, he summoned Monokuma. Has he been domesticated? All right, Makoto. You have good lines sometimes. That's pretty good.
That's right.
Seems that Makoto has a question for you.
You need something? Yep.
The card readers have all been designated to interface with each of your e-handbooks. You can only enter the locker room corresponding to the gender listed in your individual notebook. And it's impossible for two people in a row to go through while the door is unlocked.
Unbelievable.
If there was some sort of erotic terrorist on the prowl, wow. The ceiling-mounted Gatling gun would initiate a Swiss cheese slaughter. Another good line.
Of course.
That means only girl, yeah. Since Chihiro's found in the girls' locker room, the killer must have been able to get in
other
there.
words, such ignorance.
Good lord, you're simple. Chihiro's book, right? Oh. The act of loaning is prohibited. Borrowing someone else's is perfectly fine. Oh. Also, there would have been Chihiro's herself, right? I guess she was in the locker room when she got. You managed to sniff out the loophole in the regulations. You treat me like a puny little appetizer instead of the main course that I am. Since the dead can't actually talk, they're not people anymore, they're things.
Yep.
Wow. In order to borrow something from someone, that means someone would have to loan it. Wrong. Same, Monokuma. Same. Be more like Byakuya and get your poop together.
Unbelievable.
That's fine.
I know you are unfortunately lacking in mental faculties, so I'll fill you in myself. Oh my god. Okay. We came to the main hall. Gatling guns. Oh. 3 e-handbooks. Are they the ones of the dead? I happened to find them by chance myself the other day. Oh. Junko, Leon, and Sayaka. Yeah. Well, I'll be damned. Yeah, he's not wrong. I don't know if I ever would have realized that.
What? Very strange.
One of the handbooks won't turn on.
I see.
That's weird. He did get pummels with dozens and dozens of baseballs. The memory of it came flooding back. That cruel punishment which led to Leon's death. The execution that the mastermind concocted. A cruel, heartless death. It wouldn't be surprising for the handbook to break during that kind of assault.
Damn it! Now I'm really angry.
This is the Monokuma theme, Garny. This is the one that I like.
That's impossible.
If I say it wouldn't break, it wouldn't freaking break. It can withstand up to 10 tons of pressure, and it's waterproof up to 100 meters. Even my amazing handbook does have one single weak point.
I can't hear you.
Interesting.
What?
What?
Does it need to charge? Leaving the question hanging in the air, Monokuma disappeared.
That's fine.
I have no idea how that's going to come into play. To be exact, not quite. Alright, you need to say something else? Certainly I want to reveal Chihiro's killer, but more precisely, I want to discover the true identity of Jack. You truly believe Jack is the one that killed
Don't make me
Chihiro?
repeat myself.
That murderous fiend is Jack, right? There's nobody else it could be. They're like a ghost, attacking suddenly, then slipping away before the police can catch up to them. They say he's killed thousands of people, but that's gotta be an urban legend. Still, could one of us really be a demented psychotic killer like that? Qu'est-ce que c'est? Words mean little right now. I have something that will prove it, and I can show you. Well, show me, bud.
Don't make me.
Oh, there's a second reaction thing to do.
Don't make me repeat my.
I have a basis to believe that. There's somewhere I'd like to take you. This will provide all the evidence
It's
you
all
need.
clear now.
Hey, you two. Big trouble. Uh-oh.
I don't have time to play with.
Cause, I mean,
Oh, wait, she was one of the ones taking Toko back, right?
please. Cause, I mean,
Emergency.
well,
Something's wrong with Toko. She's acting super strange. Well, yeah. And?
Very strange.
Since it's Toko, I must admit I'm intrigued. I suppose we can take a second to see what's going on with her.
Don't make me repeat myself.
Thought for sure he'd just say no, and that'd be the end of it. Yeah, the two of them were kind of like a little. She had a weird like crush on him, right? Like she was like, she said something to him, and he basically said, "Get lost, get out of here," and she was like, "Oh my God, he talked to me. He said like words to me or something like that last time." Which one is hers? Oh my God, how am I gonna? Is this her? Yeah. You guys are too slow.
so,
After what happened in the girls' locker room, we left Toko in her room so she could lay down. After a while, we came back to check on her, you know, see how she was doing. But when we did, it was weird. She refused to come out, and she kept saying all this weird stuff.
That's fine.
Who else helped her? Taka. I might as well give it a shot. Hello, my name is Elder Price. Door swung open slowly and silently. An aura of negativity flowed out from behind the door, forcing a gasp out of me.
What? Oh, nothing. It's just that Hina was really worried about you, holding yourself up in your room.
leave me alone.
Yeah, sure thing. But could you open up just for a second?
Won't allow it.
Huh?
Won't let Genocide Jack have control.
What? And just like that, she slammed the door in my face. You know, I was going to say, when Byakuya said that he had a bunch of evidence, he was probably going to take me to the library, right? That's where he's been hanging out all the time, and he's like, kicks me out every time I try to go in. She's been acting like that the whole time. When I rang a little while ago, I'll drive out the killer, drive out the murderous fiend. Doesn't make any sense, right? I was afraid to leave her there alone. Sup, Time Stalker? How's it going? I tried to bust down her door, but it felt like something was holding it shut on the other side. Pretty good evening.
But
Can't complain. Had kind of a slow day. The missus saw Taylor Swift last night, so she's been like kind of out of it today. It was super late night. She didn't get home till like 2:30. Whatever it is, I'm really worried about her. Isn't there anyone who might be able to persuade her? She said it was the best concert she's ever seen in her dang life. I'm not a Swiftie. Oh yeah, she had that crush on him. He might be able to convince her.
That's fine.
I guess you can be nice when you want to. Byakuya stood in front of her door, not making a sound, and pressed the doorbell. Oh, it's you.
What do you want?
You're all so annoying. Bacula? Scott?
It's Byakuya.
Oh, Byakuya. Not Byakuya. I'll file that away in my e-handbook. I'm sorry I couldn't keep our promise. Hey, you gotta promise me not to murder anybody, okay? Even Byakuya couldn't pull it off. There's nothing we can do. Let's head back to the investigation. Something about a promise. Doubt.
Stop talking.
File that away in your truth bullets, dude.
Let's go.
Without asking for a reply, Byakuya sped away. And I hurried to catch up. Yeah, apparently it was a really good show. Taylor Swift put on like a 3-hour set, and it's interesting how I like how she did it. Like she broke it up. Like each little mini set was like a little chunk from each album of hers. Hence the name The Eras Tour. She's here again tonight and tomorrow, like a 3-day stay, and it more than sold out very, very quickly everywhere. Finally, his feet brought him to a stop in front of a certain room. The library. I just like got flashbacks to watching all that as a kid. Like those sketches where like the librarian was like super, super loud. Any kid would make any kind of a noise and she'd go up and be like, "Be quiet! This is a library!" And like would blow air horns and gongs and other super, super loud stuff.
Don't make me repeat myself.
Alright, I gotta search myself. There's so many things to click on. That's the letter. Oh, back here, right? This is the room I haven't been allowed in, right? It's the archive, right?
Let's go.
Alright, hold up. I gotta find the Monokuma coins first.
So in other words,
I would say there's enough value in this place to endure the dust. Alright. Well, that looks clickable, but it's like not. The shelf is stuffed tight with files. You have a sharp eye indeed to select that file.
that's right.
That's the report on a presidential assassination. The original is kept at the National Library. It won't be declassified for another 30 years? There's no telling whose crosshairs you might wind up in. Oh, it's just a camera.
That's enough.
Those documents are dangerous. They detail all the people who control the world from behind the scenes. The Secret Council. Oh no, he's a conspiracy theorist. Byakuya is QAnon. Confirmed. It's the same desk lamp from earlier. Okay.
What?
It's too dark over there, so I thought I'd put it to good use. Oh, nice. Only 7 more to go before I'm back to the good number. There's a wooden box. There was an extension cord plugged in there. It proved very useful while I was in the library. Wait, what's behind him? If you're thinking of looking through any of them, let me give you a little warning. Those things are filled with graphic, disturbing photos from all kinds of crime scenes. It's the kind of thing any normal person wouldn't ever want to look at. Be careful. It's home to classified government documents, police records, things no ordinary person would ever see.
Such ignorance.
Anything that doesn't fit into your preconceived reality. Oh, so is Jack's files in here from the murders? I suppose it goes to show how much power Hope's Peak truly wields. Or perhaps the mastermind would have wanted to provide us with enough entertainment to keep us from getting bored.
What?
If you don't understand what they actually represent, you don't understand the nature of anything. Besides, what you consider usual is based on your common sense, right? But what makes you think your own common sense applies to me at all? The documents gathered here are genuine. I have reviewed them multiple times, so there is no doubt. My family has a reading room just like this at our home. Ours is bigger and not as dusty. Members of the Tagami family have access to any variety of government-related documents. Oh yeah, he's like a rich kid, right? That was his thing?
So, in other words,
There's a secret council that controls the world from the shadows. My family is a member of that council. But to become such a ruler, I must know all levels of this world backwards and forwards. Now I really hope this guy dies. Alright, so the cold case files. It's excellent mental exercise. I've solved more than a few of those cases just by reviewing the reports. Wow, Bob. Among these reports, one of my recent favorites is Jack's case.
that's right.
This is the complete case file. How thick is that? How thick is that boy? Every single report surrounding the Jack cases has been compiled in here. Let me summarize the main points. Oh, excuse me. There are two notable characteristics in every Jack murder. The first characteristic, at every crime scene, the word bloodlust is written in the victim's own blood. And the second is that when the victims are murdered, their bodies are suspended in a certain way. Bloodlust is written in blood, and the victim's body is suspended. It's exactly the same as what happened to Chihiro. For the second characteristic, where the victims are suspended, the only ones who knew about that particular fact were the members of the police and other higher-ups. By all accounts, nobody in the media ever found out. In other words, no one on the news, no one online, nobody knew that aspect of each crime. Okay. Chihiro's corpse. Her body was mounted in this fashion. Okay, so that's what... Okay, I thought there was like a secret thing that they were about to say. A new secret thing.
That's right. So, in other words...
The culprit isn't a copycat killer, it's the real Jack.
In other words...
Such a brutal, fiendish killer really is walking around among us?
Interesting.
Yo, what's up? Thanks for the raid. Appreciate it. How's it going? Hope you had a good stream. What were you playing? I never imagined a killer with such a reputation. Speaking of Taylor Swift earlier, big reputation. That's all I know about Taylor Swift. She has a very big reputation. Don't you think it would be good for you to take a look at what I've already seen? You might just manage to ferret out a clue or two.
Ignorance.
Mario 64 is always a good choice. Alright, cold cases were here, right?
That's right.
Nope, they were the ones behind him, I think. Maybe? Oh no, am I clicking on the lamp to Celeste is easily my favorite character. Already. I thought he wanted me to read the files. So I was clicking around.
That's fine.
Oh, I had to talk to him. Okay. Celeste is my #1 favorite. I like Kyoko, though she is very mysterious. I barely know anything about her at this point. I kind of like Mondo. Hold up. Let me just search through everybody real quick. Don't like this guy. Mondo's kind of cool. I hate Hifumi. I don't like Hiro very much. Kyoko's cool. Hina is one of my favorites too. I like her. And then Celeste is my favorite. And yeah, those are my top favorites. Kyoko, Celeste, and Hina. But Byakuya is pretty interesting, just in terms of the last like little bits of chapter that we've gotten. I don't like him though. Also, Makoto is the worst. The player character is like the worst one. My God. Byakuya handed me the file. I flipped through it with tense, nervous fingers. Suddenly, my hand stopped. I had reached the page where photos from the scene of each crime had all been collected. Oh, that guy got scissors. Victim suffered multiple stab wounds. These are all stabbings, though, right? There was no end to it. Oh, at least these two were both stabbed. Where bloodlust was left in everyone's blood. Pretty good choices for your favorites. Okay. When I first read the Game of Thrones series, my dad had read them. I was reading his copies, and I made the very big mistake of asking him who his favorite was very early on in the first book, and he straight up told me Ned Stark was his favorite character. And then when the obvious happens to Ned Stark, I was like, Dad, you told me Ned Stark was like your favorite guy. Like, what? And he said, well, I thought back to when I was where you were in the book, and I told you who my favorite was at that time. And I was like, I should never have asked. Okay. To get back to the game. All of the crimes took place either on weekdays at night or during holidays, either day or night. Do we know what day of the week it was? The most common time for killings to take place was on holidays in the afternoon. Based on these facts, it could be suggested that the suspect may be a student. Okay. Evidence suggests that the suspect lingered at the scene, but when they did leave, they were in a panic. As an eyewitness has never come forward, it's unlikely there's any external reason for this. Hey, thanks for the raid, man. Hope you have a good night. Kira. Oh, we're thinking of different Kiras. You're thinking Death Note, right? You said Kira, and my brain immediately went to JoJo's Part 4. The suspect may potentially suffer from dissociative identity disorder. I still need to, like, experience Death Note in its original, how it was meant to be enjoyed, either reading the manga or watching the anime. The only exposure I have to Death Note is watching the Netflix live adaptation that had Willem Dafoe as, what's his name? The demon guy, whose name I can't remember. I gotta say, he was really fun in that role, even if that movie was complete and utter dog ass. Okay, so it does seem to be a split personality thing. That vibes with what Toko was saying, at least. I don't know. I just watched the live action one. I didn't like. Don't judge me.
Let's go.
All I know about the anime, I have been judged. All I know about the anime is that there's a scene where he very excitedly eats a potato chip and then another. Byakuya turned and left without another word. I hurried out of the library to catch up. This is where we part ways. I don't need you anymore.
I don't have time to play with you.
Did you really think we'd be together this whole time? Take responsibility for yourself and do something useful. Move the investigation forward on your own. Just like that, he was gone. Just as quickly as he'd asked me to join him, he'd cut me off. Bye. In the end, I feel like I was just some plaything getting tossed around. At the same time, I've uncovered really important clues thanks to him. Jack. He's the one that killed Chihiro. That murderous fiend is one of us. Who is it? I have to find out no matter what it takes. Okay, so unless there's some kind of a twist here, Toko is literally saying, like, I won't let him take control again. I have to go back to the crime scene, girls' locker room. I should check the boys' locker room, too. Okay. I need to go to the second... Oh, I'm on the second floor. That's right. Do you have anything? Fumi has discovered evidence revealing the identity of the culprit. Cannot reveal that just yet. Tell me, dog. I guarantee that what I found will steal the killer's breath from his lungs. Miss Ludenberg said she'd witnessed something worthwhile too. Is that Celeste?
Well, it would seem.
She refused to tell me. It's like when a girl bullies the boy she likes, right? Right? Simpin'. The warehouse by the dorms. Alright. I'll talk with Celeste later. While I'm here, I might as well check both the locker rooms. That poster's different though, right? Yeah. So we had never been in the girls' locker room before, but the poster, that's why I was so I think I was confused last time. I don't know if I said anything, but the poster, like when we found Chihiro's body, the poster of the lady in the bikini, that was in the boys' locker room. I thought it was weird that it would be in both locker rooms. No, dog, you need to be more observant than that. If I notice it, so can you. There's a strange stain on it. Somebody took a dump in here. I bet it was Hiro. Boys' locker room carpet. Okay. Oh, Makoto. Pull the poster down at least. And if there's nothing there, pull it down in the girls' locker room too. It's obviously hiding something. Especially with what? There's like something written in blood on it. Big-breasted swimsuit model is pretty noticeable too. Girls' locker room doesn't seem like the kind of place you find something like this. Yes, yes. Thank you. The girls' locker room is supposed to... Yeah. Yes. Okay, thank you. Alright, let's talk with Mondo first. Okay, so that's everything else. So I don't know if Sakura is going to have anything new as well. Alright, do you think the posters could have been switched? I never really paid attention to the posters.
However,
there is something that's bothering me about the locker room. I like to drink a little protein coffee every time I finish exercising. Okay. In the warehouse. It's not the highest quality, but I don't have a ton of other options. I mix protein powder with coffee and down a glass of it after exercising. And I feel like I could jump over the fucking moon. Anyway, the other day I spilled some of it in the carpet in the girls' locker room and it left a stain. Huh.
of course.
Isn't it unusually clean as if there's never a stain to begin with? Okay. So Sakura did take a dump in here. I drank the coffee and it made me need to poop. That's what coffee does, right? I don't actually drink coffee, but that's what everyone says, right? All right, what do you got?
Indeed. However,
I have to get going. I have something unrelated to take care of.
well, so then,
Let me give you one piece of advice. You should examine Chihiro's body one more time. Also, her handbook is missing.
goodbye.
Could the broken handbook in the main hall be Chihiro's? That would mean Leon's handbook is out there somewhere, right? All right, so hold on. Before I examine her body again, someone took Leon's handbook, obviously used it to access the men's locker room, to be able to get in to grab the poster for whatever reason, and the carpet, because we know about the stain. But why? I still don't know that. Okay. Chihiro's hands were bound with what looks like some kind of rope. The rope is used to prop her up in a kind of crucifix position. The rope has a plug. Is that the extension cord from the archive? Chihiro's fatal injury was a blow to the head. Yeah, so that's a heavy weight. Who all could pick up that heavy weight, right? Yeah, I said that. They were all stabbed, at least in the page that they showed us. The one thing most likely to tie all these mysteries together is the true nature of the rope. Okay. So I have 2 more places to go. So I guess before I head back to the warehouse in the first floor to talk with Celeste, I'm going to go back to the library. This is it, right? Yeah. Okay, so let's click on this box, right? The extension cord was in there before. Okay. It's gone. The only one who would do something like that, Byakuya. Okay. There's a thick layer of dust. What's this that's like hanging down with the lamp? It's not plugged in. The lamp's cord isn't long enough to reach the outlet from here. Last time I saw it, it was definitely on. It was definitely right here. Yeah, the extension cord. Okay, good. Got it. All right, let's head back to the warehouse then. And if we find Byakuya along the way, then cool. At the very least, I'm not getting stuck in the investigation like I did last time. Right? I feel like last time I was running around for like 20 minutes trying to find the very last thing to do. Warehouse. It's right here, right? All right, what do you have, Celeste? This warehouse is amazing. It has absolutely everything one might need to live a full life. From food to clothes to towels, there's an endless supply to choose from.
Most unfortunate.
I thought talking about the warehouse itself might misdirect you, but I see it was pointless.
Actually,
Last night I saw her here. Chihiro was in the warehouse.
indeed.
This was right before nighttime. Okay.
What are you doing out this late?
Oh, I was just...
Are you planning to go exercise, perhaps?
What? How did you know?
Because I can see a blue track jacket sticking out of that duffel bag you're carrying.
Oh, you're right. Thanks. Well, I'd better get going. I'm kind of in a hurry.
She stuffed the jacket into her bag in a hurry. It was almost like she was trying to hide it. Well, we kind of know that.
Yes, indeed.
I assume she was merely stocking up to go exercise in the morning, but it would appear she ignored the nighttime rule and headed directly to the girls' locker room. Wow, you get what you deserve, I suppose. There's no trace of the track jacket or duffel bag. Okay, yeah, interesting. Okay, so I guess that's it. Now, is this where I end up getting stuck, where I have to just look for Byakuya the whole time? Let's see, where's his room? This is him, right? And Hifumi has like the worst room. It's like all the way out here, like off in the corner. I'd say poor guy, except I think he sucks. It's gonna be like the last one I check, right? Okay, so he's not there. Do you have anything new to say? So I left her there? Hina. My head is all swimmy. I was getting hungry. A donut. There's two things I'm sure God created. Outer space and donuts. That's a line. Aw, that's sad. I bet Chihiro would have liked to eat more donuts. She wants to get strong and fat.
Well...
She was a little bit strange, didn't really hang out with the other girls much. It was like she was trying to keep her distance from us. Sakura said something similar.
Yeah, totally.
It wasn't just us, it was like she stayed away from all the girls. Wait. Wait. This is gonna be wild. But is Chihiro trans? Like, I don't know. Is there like a gender thing happening? Like, it could be a thing. Like, if she was presenting as Chihiro, right? But what if Monokuma is transphobic and her e-handbook had her as male? So that's why she wasn't wanting to go work out with. She was killed in the boys' locker room. That's why we had to move the carpet. If I just like called that home run shot.
I'm getting tired of waiting. Shall
Wow.
we just plunge right in? It's the moment you've all been waiting for. The class trial. You remember where to meet, right?
I know that's like a wild
Please
thing.
Go through the red door on the first floor of the school.
But if that was like a called home run shot.
See you soon.
It's about to begin. The red door is right through here. All right, well, this is where I think I'm going to call it for this today. we'll pick up next week. I'm not done streaming for the night, but we're going to pick up here. The trial tended to take quite a while last time. I don't want to get like stuck like too late playing this because I am kind of tired tonight, so I'm going to swap over to something else.